Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to go ahead and just start and then you guys can kind of watch this from the beginning, but this is my second attempt to go live and hopefully it goes pretty smooth. You guys can see this kind of sitting right in here. This is holding my phone up to hold so you guys can see the screen. So hopefully you guys will be able to see everything okay. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to design with my silhouette. Now I'm still kind of learning this program. Um, my opinion, it's very hard to use compared to Cricut. I mean, I think once you probably get used to it, it would be a lot easier, but I haven't played with it a whole lot. Um, but what I want to do is kind of show you the different designs and what I'm kind of doing. So this week is Spirit Week for my kids at school. So my daughter is doing Twin Day, and she wanted to do a narwhal um, image, but I couldn't really find something for that. So I kind of just went with a unicorn. So let me come over here and see if I can go to the library and kind of show you. I'm going to do this image right here, but I'm going to go to this. What we're going to do is I'm going to go to the store so I can show you guys where I found this. Let me see. We're going to type in unicorn and then I'm going to hit search. Okay, so I came here. So these are all the different designs in Silhouette. So what I like about Silhouette is you can buy mostly 99 cents. You can buy these designs and you'll have them forever. And then I mean I know with Cricut you can bring in your own SVG, but then I have to break it down and into pieces where I can come over here and find something that's designed. Cricut has tons of stuff that's free or stuff that you can buy, but I do find a lot more neater things I think over on Silhouette. Just my opinion, but 99.9% of the time I use my Cricut. I just do this when I need a quick design, especially something that I can't do really quick. So that's super cute. I didn't see that earlier. So you can kind of hover over it and it'll bring it a little bit bigger. Um, the one that I decided to use was down here a little bit. Let me see. I may have passed it. Let me go scroll just a little bit. I should have probably came down a little bit. Now I see this one was really cute. Let me see. Let me go back up because obviously I passed it somewhere. Okay, right here, I guess, because it's kind of, you can see which ones I own. So this one right here, I don't know if it'll let me hover over. Okay, so there, that way you guys can see the design a little bit better. So what we're going to have here is you're going to have black, and then we're going to have a light pink, which you could change these any colors that you want. So we're going to have black, you got light pink right here. I'm going to do gold in this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors of hair. But the thing is, I was wanting to use glitter, but you really don't want to iron glitter on top of glitter. So like this piece can be glitter, fine. I could always do the ears glitter since they're alone, but this hair I'm going to have a problem with. So I'm going to have to do plain colors on these pieces, and I can do this piece in glitter. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do all these pieces in black, gold glitter here, and I'll figure out my colors and then do this piece glitter. I'll probably go ahead and do the ears here glitter. That way I can have a little bit more glitter in there. So let's go back over here to design. I'm going to bring it back in and show you. So once you purchase it, and like I said, it's 99 cents, you're going to come over here and I'm going to double click on my image here. Now it kind of brings it in and it breaks it up a little bit. So first thing I'm going to do before I mess with anything is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to figure out what size I want it. So I think about 6.5 tall. Let's see, I'm trying to do this without bumping my camera. And I cannot see, if you guys are on here, I can't even see how many people are watching it, if there is any. And I cannot see any comments. I don't know how to do that yet, guys. So be patient with me. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. I could be here alone. We don't know. Okay, so 6.5. I'm going to grab it, pull it back over here just so I can work with it. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and ungroup. And I have to remember which one is ungroup. It took me a second a while ago to, I haven't really played with this too much, like I said. Ungroup selected right here. So ungroup. So now we have that. So now what I can do is come in and change these colors. So I'm going to select this first one. And then your color palette is right here. So maybe you guys can see it. It's just right there. So you're going to click your color palette. And I'm going to change that to black. And then I'll do the same thing for the next ones. It's very different from Cricut when you're used to Cricut. So I've only used it a few times. Like the silhouette portrait, like I said, I purchased it at an auction for $40 and I have it in case design space goes down. Or like I said, there's a quick something that Cricut don't have. So then the next pieces I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kind of highlight them just like that. Nope. And I'm going to change those to where they kind of look gold, just like that. So you just kind of grab and drag down to select them all. And then I'm going to change these to pink. And I can probably hit command. Let me try that. Nope, one at a time. Not too sure how to grab two separate like that. I'm going to change those to pink just so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. I wanted to do this live and separate just so I'm going to show you guys how to iron this all together since it's going to be multiple layers. And I'm going to do that in a separate video. So once I get it all cut out, I'll come back and do another live video. So now is to decide. So we have our unicorn. These are all pieces of the hair. So this piece is going to kind of lay under another piece. So I'm just going to figure out, so which one is the one that is above everything? And I believe it's this piece. So this piece can be glitter. So the glitter that I'm actually going to use on that is like a mermaid looking color. So I'll do that. And then these two are going to be glitter, like I said, and then this is going to be glitter. So the rest of these is just kind of figuring out what color I want to do. I want to do this piece. I have like a bubble gum, and I use Parsby vinyl. I say that all the time. So let's see. I'm going to do that another pink here just because I have a bubblegum pink. That's probably brighter, but just to separate it. The shirt is purple, but I'm going to do a different kind of purple. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to maybe a lighter or darker. I have different ones, so I'll figure that out whenever I get there. I'm going to do this one like a silver. For some reason it doesn't want to pick it up. For some reason I cannot today pick these up. Okay, so then I'm going to do this silver. And then this one here, I am going to do, I have another type of teal color I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to do it just like that. So now I have all my pieces. So what I would do to be able to organize this to cut it out, and I'm going to need to duplicate it, so I'll show you that. So just to kind of show you a few features. Okay, so I'm going to move these pieces out of the way. I'm just going to keep the black. So what's nice about this compared to Design Space, you don't hide them. If they're off the mat, they're not going to cut. So I've learned that. So you kind of just scoot these over. And once again, I want to drag all of these pieces here. And I'm going to move it over here. And then I'm going to move this one over here and this. And like I said, guys, you guys can, I just kind of started this right off. I'm just sitting here trying to show you guys what I'm designing with the silhouette to show you to use iron-on with the Cricut easypress and designing with silhouette. So I'm going to move all my black pieces over here like this. I like kind of move them as close as I can so I don't waste vinyl. Now I could always kind of take this because you're going to have them cut out anyways. I could literally turn it a little bit and try to fit it in here just a little bit so that way I'm not wasting. But today I'm not going to really mess with that. I'm just going to keep it like this and just put them as close as I can together. Just like that. And then I need to duplicate this. So I'm going to go ahead and drag right here. And your duplicate is right here. Right up here at the top, right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. The double boxes. So you're going to hit that. You'll drag it over here. So then I will, let me see. I wanted to try something. There's something that I was confused about the other day. I was wondering if I can change this to the grid. How I would do that. I'm going to do that while I'm here with you. Okay, here we go. Show grid. I need this because this is the first time I've played with that. It's really confusing when you go to cut to figure out how many inches you need to cut. And I used to, when I first started cutting with the silhouette, I would mess up so many times. I was too short. So definitely bring your grid up if you need to do that. That's right here. It looks like a little paper, little page. And then, sorry about that, guys. You will click on show grid. That really helps when you go to cut out. Like I said, if you guys weren't here at the beginning, I cannot see your comments at all. I haven't figured out really how to do that yet. This is the second time I've went live. And if you're wondering what this is actually the Xyron, that holder from Anna Griffin. I use that to hold while I record. So I didn't really want to move it over too much more. So that's what's going on there. Okay, so the next thing that we would do is we would hit we would go up here and hit send. So once you hit send, which is right here, that's going to take it over to our mat. So what we're going to do right here is we would come over here. And so all of this is going to be plain iron on. You would come down to the iron on, and they have theirs labeled as heat transfer instead of iron on. So you have heat transfer, and it's going to be, actually, I think, let me go down. Let me see which, nope, that was regular vinyl. Okay. So it's heat transfer, and you're going to, since this is just going to be plain, you would pick smooth is what I believe, because there was, yes. So you would hit smooth. Now the next thing, because it's kind of confusing, because with a silhouette portrait, I'm not too sure with a Cameo, you have to change the blade by yourself. So it doesn't automatically do it itself. So once you pick smooth here, you would hit next right down here. You'd hit the next button. And then it will say cut and all this kind of stuff. But once you move to the next screen, which is send, I've got to connect it. And then that's where it's going to tell us. See right here where it says 6, you're going to put it right here on your machine, and you're going to turn it to 6. So I'm going to go ahead and run and grab my silhouette, and we'll try our first cut real quick. I'll see if I can't get it in screen. So give me just a minute. I should have been prepared, but I'm not. Okay, I'm back. So let me kind of connect this just a little bit. So we're going to see if we can show you the first cut. One of the reasons why I did this live, hopefully you guys can hear me because I'm kind of away from my camera, is because I have to edit out so much, because the program that I have will only let me upload less than, I think it's less than 15 minutes, and I try to get it at 14. And sometimes I have to cut out so much details because, for one, I talk too much. Number two, so I thought I'm going to start trying to do some live videos on this stuff. So I figure it's no big deal if I take forever, I guess, because you guys can kind of come back and watch it. Once again, I cannot see anybody's comments in case you just got here. I don't know how to do that yet. So I'm just kind of showing you how to put the silhouette. It's going to be a little bit bumpy right now. And excuse my mess in the background. Whenever I move this, let me move some of this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up my laptop, and I'm going to scoot it over just a little bit. And I'm going to bring in my silhouette portrait. So hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, I'm going to plug this into the side of my laptop really quick. Let me see if I can get that. Okay, I'm going to bring this around there. Okay, so you guys can kind of see here a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And then maybe if I cut this, you guys can see how loud this thing is. Okay, so the first thing that you would have to do, like I said, so it's telling us to put it on 6. And now, if you guys can see this, it's saying that it's ready. So you need to put it on 6. We're going to take this out. And, hold on. So you take it out of there. And let me see if you guys can maybe see this. It's probably too blurry. It's already on 6. There's a little red dot. So what you would do is just set it down in this and twist it till it's at 6, and then stick it straight back down in there and turn. Okay, so now that we have that, and then this is the little map that this comes with. This one's like 8.5 by 11. And I'm going to show you. It's a little bit different. I figured out some things as I've been going along. You can see where I cut into this, like it would come up here. I figured out, let me see if I can turn this just a little bit. This is the button that you need to hit when you load, not this one. If you click this one, it does not load all the way in there. Like that's where it's cutting at the top. I figured that out. And then, so you have to click this one. It's like really confusing, if you ask me, compared to the Cricut. So let me grab my Cricut vinyl really fast, and that is over here in my little craftsy area. Let's see. This, and grab mine. Okay. So, like I said, it's going to be a little bit before I have it on the table. Okay. So one of the things, I keep all of my scraps. I'm going to try to move this really quick just to show you where I keep my scraps. So this video is going to probably be super long. That's okay. And once again, if you're just joining me, I cannot see comments. So if somebody asks that and people are here, maybe you guys can tell. So this, I just keep it in a little box like this. I just keep all my scraps. And I have made so many shirts just from scraps. So like little pieces like this, I'll cut down and put in there. So we're going to need the scissors. And then my Parsby vinyl, how I keep it stored. I have not ordered from IKEA yet because it's $10 in shipping no matter what. So I haven't ordered those yet. Those things that everybody's using to hold them. But I just keep my vinyl rolled up like this. And I keep it in the plastic that it comes in. But I have tons. But this is that mermaid color that I was talking about. Okay. So let's try to do this first cut for the black. So I'm going to leave the silhouette back there a little bit so you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see this in frame. And I'm going to try to bring the laptop over a little bit. So right now I'm just getting this so you guys can see everything together. Okay. So let's bring my laptop in and then maybe that'll be there and maybe this will all work out. Okay. So we can actually maybe turn this just a hair like that. Okay. So that way you guys can kind of see everything. Okay. So, and hopefully nobody calls again and cuts this off. Okay. So let me see, let me count. So we need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to at least try to go over 7. Let's see if I have one that's 7 long. And I do. So you can see I have a scrap piece of black. So I'm going to need to cut it down because it's obviously 12 wide because they come 12 by 15. So, and we need to remember to put this down. And I am going to have to actually go back and mirror this. That was almost a no-no. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe advanced. Because the only place I figured out how to mirror it, let's see. Let me go back to design. And I did this the other day. Let's see. I think I did it with one of these. So hold on, guys. We're going to go through this together because this is the first time I did. I usually do like my cups and stuff, but this is the first time I used iron on the other day. Okay, let's see. I'm going to come back here and maybe it was. Hold on. Nope. Mirror. Here we go. So we want to do it like this. And I don't know why it like brings it over that way and like keeps this one. So what I do is, and if there's another way, I'll see it in the comments later, but I just delete this one and then I grab this one back and oop, almost grabbed my ears. And I just drag it back in. Hold on. And then I just drag it back in here. And so I'll have to do the same with this one, and it's going to do the same thing. We're going to flip it, and I just delete this one. And then I'll drag, whoop. Hopefully I don't grab all of it. And it's going to, but that's okay. I'll just move them over one by one. No big deal. So we're just going to scoot these over. And obviously there's got to be an easier way, but this is what I've discovered so far. And I'm going to try to move them up as much as I can. And that way I can make sure they're going to be cut right. Let's see. Like I said, it's very different from Cricut. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim this down and put it on our mat. Put it up here, maybe you guys can kind of see a little bit. Let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay it down on my mat. Maybe you guys can see a corner of this. Hopefully, I'm afraid my camera's going to fall over. I'm going to lay this down. Oops. Actually, we're going to do that off camera so I can get it right. Okay, because if not, that's wiggling my table too much. Okay. Now, I do want to eventually get the Cameo, and right now at my Walmart, they have one on the clearance for $140. And I'm waiting. I'm watching it, and if it goes down to maybe, I mean, it sounds crazy, but it happens. If it goes down to maybe like 75 bucks, I'll buy it because I think on eBay you can really score them. So I'll wait. Okay, and I think I may need to, from where I cut this just a little bit, I'm going to make sure I move my eyelash over just a little because I don't want it to get cut off. Okay, so here we go. We're ready to load it. So I'm going to turn it this way just a little bit so you guys can see the buttons. So what I do is you got to kind of line it up. I'm sure some of you guys probably already have this and it's like, okay, we already know. You're going to line it up. Kind of, there's a line right in here. And like I said, you need to, I've already put it on 6. Actually, let's go back to where we were. We're going to go to send, and we have it on everything we need. Next, we have it on the dial, the right thing. And now I'm going to load it, and we're going to push this button here. Okay. So now we're ready to go, and I'm going to hit start. So this is how this works. Hopefully my flowers. See how much louder this is than Cricut? But it does seem to go really fast. While that's doing that, I'm going to go grab my tools. I was trying to get stuck on my picture there. But it sounds so noisy. Like the other night, I was having to finish up some birthday gifts, and my father-in-law, hopefully you guys can hear me over this. I was so nervous I was going to wake him up because it's so loud and obnoxious. But it cuts good, and like I said, I ordered it at an auction for like 40 bucks, so it's definitely handy to have as a backup. So there it is, and then what you're going to do is you click this button to let it go, and hopefully you guys can maybe see the cut lines there with the lighting. Now let me go ahead and I'm going to peel this off and cut it, and then we'll read it a little bit so you guys can see. I'll try to do that on camera. So let's see. And see, I have all my tools in here in that little bag that I made. I keep them all together. And I do not like using the silhouette tool. I do use Cricut. I don't like their hook. So we're going to use the Cricut one. This one's my favorite. Let me see if you guys can maybe see this a little bit better. It kind of has a little point right here at the end of it. And I really like this one. Okay, so hopefully, because I think my husband should be calling soon, so if he calls, and it gets shut off, at least I showed you guys this much. Okay, so we're going to try to hurry up and get this done. And then I'll cut the rest of it off camera, and then I'll come back when we're ready to iron on, and we'll finish the live video, and it will be today. So part of the eyelashes I did get cut off because I had it over too far. So see how it's so hard to tell? It literally cut off some of the eyelashes. Oh, you know what? Because I mirrored it, so it cut off some of these ones. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Let me turn it. Let me turn us back to the, so it cut off some of this right here, which is totally fine. It's no big deal because this is just going on a Spirit Day shirt, and you know, it's whatever. I'm not too concerned. Okay, so what we're going to do is, let me try to get in here. I'm going to start peeling right here. And nope. This is live. You guys can see me. So I put it on smooth, and as you can see, that did not cut this out. You know what? And I think, hold on, let me see if I can't do this. I think that's what happened to me the other night, and I ended up picking cardstock. Okay, so you guys seen that live, so don't do that. So definitely don't choose. So I could either change my dial, or I'm going to go to vinyl. We're just going to scrap that. Here we go again. So let me see. Hold on. I'm going to see if I have a big enough scrap piece if I use this one. I think it should be okay if I use this one. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I'll just kind of scoot them in a little bit more. It'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to try this one more time, guys. So y'all seen that happen. But I think this is what happened to me the other night, and I totally forgot. And I actually went and ended up choosing cardstock. And you guys are probably telling me in the chat what to do, but I can't see it. Okay, so we're going to put this back on here. And what I'm going to do is maybe move her eyelashes over just a little bit to make sure everybody is together this time. And I'm not, and I'm going to just maybe bring this down like so. I think that'll be fine. Okay, here we go. So we're going to put it back in the machine. And I'm going to have to change the settings. So we're going to push this button here at the top. I don't know, I probably have that out. If that's fine. Okay, let me go back and choose material. We're going to change it this time to vinyl because it has stronger pressure. And it's the same at 6, but it's stronger pressure. So we're going to choose matte vinyl. And now I'm going to choose next. So you can, down here, it's a thickness of 10 and a speed of 5 compared to, let me show you that really quick. Hopefully we can get all this in. Where was I? Heat transfer. Let me look. Okay, so smooth is 8, but the thickness is 4. So it gives you a bigger thickness for that. And if it cuts all the way through, it's whatever. Okay. But I don't think it did the other night. So we're going to pick matte, vinyl matte, and we're going to try this again. So I have it already loaded. Now I'm going to go to send and start. Here we go. Let's see what happens. But yeah, there's no way that I could have done that without tearing this thing up. So there was a whole piece of black vinyl wasted. It's devastating when it's iron on that gets wasted. And I know, like, a part of me, like I said, it's like $2.25 a sheet, and it's 12 by 15, I believe. So hopefully we don't cut anything out this time. Oh, it's getting stuck on my picture again. It does suck that I can't see you guys' comments and stuff, but at least this time my video is clear, so that makes me happy. Hopefully it's coming in clear for you guys. Everything seems to be going pretty smooth on that side. It's just, I can't see any of your comments. I've got to figure that out. Okay, so now we're going to bring it back out, and it cut it off again. See how it's crazy? It wants to, I may need to calibrate it or something. See, it wants to, it's cutting off over here. I don't know, but it's whatever. Like I said. So let's just see if it at least is going to cut this time. So FYI, look at how much space there is over here. Move it all over towards the right. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what happens with this one. If it wastes this one again, I'll be sad. Nope, here we go. So that's what I did do the other night. So highly suggest, guys, choose the vinyl smooth. Do not choose iron-on smooth. Well, heat transfer smooth. Use, sorry, vinyl matte. I didn't choose glossy because it's not glossy. So you can see with this Parsby, it's super easy to weed, whether it's silhouette or it is, as long as you have it on the right settings, huh? And it did not cut through the plastic, so that's the perfect setting for that. So, you know, Cricut's the same way because on their vinyl for the, what is it, the foil, I pretty much have to put that on like fabric setting or something to get that to cut. That stuff is so thick. I went through so much. Now I know to do test cuts. Okay, so everyone has their issues, right? So I'm trying to do this on camera, so hopefully it would be more exciting if I could communicate with you guys. Okay, so as you can see, it cut a little bit off here, but I'm not concerned about that. That's totally fine. So there is that, cut out really nicely, so you can see those. And like I said, you could turn these and stuff to kind of come in here like the eyelashes. That way you're not wasting so much vinyl. But I wasn't too concerned today. So there's that. So since nobody has called yet and ruined this, let's continue on. Okay, so the next thing that I would do, I would go back to design. So I'd click the button here, go back to design. Hopefully you guys can still see everything. I'm going to grab these and move them over because like I said before, if you weren't here at the beginning, you just grab these and move them over. As long as they're not on the mat, it's not going to cut. So I'm just going to do that, and I can move, and you can move them right or left. So let me grab this. Why don't you want to come with me? Oh, this is the one that I had a hard time grabbing together. Nope, there we go. You can move it to the right or left. So the next pieces, let's do, let's go ahead and Maybe let's cut these little pieces out here. Let's cut these little pieces out. I'm going to try to make sure they kind of stay in here a little bit. So I need 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 by 3 just to make sure we're safe. And I have not used any of this pink yet, so I need to cut a little piece off of there. Everybody, fingers crossed, nobody calls and ruins this video. Okay, so let me find a pink here. It's like a bubblegum pink. I think it's so pretty. Like I said at the beginning of my video, this is for Spirit Week at school. So look how pretty this pink is. Oh, hopefully I can get it in here. Look at how pretty that is. It's like this bubblegum pink. And this is Parsby glitter vinyl. I think these are 3 something, and these are 12 by 17, I believe. I'll have a link down below for the Parsby vinyl in case anybody's interested. I use them because they're super cheap. They constantly have sales. I buy it whenever they do like 30% off. And they have 20% off for if you're new. And I love it. Easy to weed. So that's what I stick with, whatever is cheap and easy. Okay, so what I'm going to do this, we need to first of all make sure it's face down. And I need to reverse that too. What I'm going to do, let me see if I can't get this in here. I'm going to just lay this on here so we know that we need 3 by 3. I'm going to lay this on here, and it's probably over, but I am not going to not have it cut correctly. And it can just go in my scrap pile. So I'm going to put it on just like that on the corner and then trim around it. Because since, you know, you don't have the lines like you do with regular vinyl. So let me cut this out. There we go. Let me move that out of the way. Okay. Let me try to see what time it is so I can kind of 2:43. Okay. So there we go. Now let me go ahead and reverse this and remember, and this time I can like grab these together and I need to duplicate it. So let me duplicate it. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so that way it's one time, I'm going to grab them all together. Then I'm going to duplicate it or reverse it. There we go. That way I can just delete this one set here. So you just kind of grab them all together. And like I said, there's probably an easier way, but I don't know. And now we're going to, I'm just going to move them over one by one. I forgot I needed to cut 4 of these. Now I probably don't have enough vinyl. Okay, it's all right. We'll get them stuck on here correctly. So here's 1, 2. I could probably rotate them so that way we're not taking up so much space. We're going to do them up and down. Good thing I hopefully cut enough. There we go. And let's see. We'll do 1 here and 1 here. And I'm actually going to kind of scoot them over this way just to be safe. I'm telling you, silhouette little guy wants to cut all over the place. Okay, there we go. So now everything should hopefully be the same. So when I go to send, the material should still be on that, but I'm going to go to glitter iron on. So remember it says heat transfer for silhouette. We're going to go to glitter heat transfer. And the thickness is D3. And it tells you, let's see what it tells us to do next. It's going to tell us what to put the dial. It's number 6. So it's still on number 6, except for the thickness is 33. So, and I think I did not have a problem because I did cut out glitter. I did not have a problem. Okay, so the next step is we're going to put it in and then we're going to hit send. So let me kind of turn you guys back without making you fall. Back over here. So what we're going to do is, remember, we're going to line it up against this last line here. And then remember, you have to push the top button, not this one. I've learned that. And then we're going to hit start. And like I said, it's really quick. It's definitely more noisy. And I keep doing that and getting it stuck on my picture. I need to move that. Okay, super fast, just like that. It's already ready to go. Now let's, hopefully this did cut out what we needed. What I'm going to do first, so here it is. I don't know if you guys will be able to see those cut lines. There they are. Maybe you guys can see that. Let me trim around it because I like to save extras because you never know, poke outs or something. You might be able to use it for a little initial or something. I say all heat transfer vinyl. Okay, so let's see, and hopefully this is going to be correct. I'm going to stick it through the back here, and we're going to there. The glitter vinyl is the correct settings. And there it is. Look at those cute little ears. So this one's really going to be pieced together. Like I said, as soon as we're done with this live, we're going to do that one. So there's those. And like I said, we're going to keep going until somebody interrupts us on the phone call. And I don't think I can put it in airplane mode. I wasn't thinking, because then you would lose your internet. So I don't know. But then again, I am running off of Wi-Fi. And I don't think my phone would let me go back to those. So I don't think I'll be able to do it. So let's see. And nobody can answer me because I have no, let me see. Hold on, guys. I'm going to come over here to where you guys are on YouTube, and maybe I can see y'all. Hopefully I don't mess the video up. Fingers crossed, guys. I'm going to see if you guys can tell me. Can I put it, somebody answer me. Can I put it in airplane mode while I'm recording? Does anybody know? I'm going to come over here and see if you guys can answer that. Let's see. So open this, and I'm going to hit mute so it's not going to overpower. Okay, got it. Here we go. Hi from Texas. Hi from Kentucky. Let me see if I can say hi. Okay, and that's obviously I don't know if this is so. Is this how it's been coming in fuzzy? I think I'm a little bit behind you guys, I guess, and it's coming in fuzzy. So let's see. Let's see. I'm just going to keep recording. Hopefully it's not this fuzzy for what you guys are seeing. Is it coming in fuzzy on your side? Okay. Let me just try to proceed forward. Let me just finish this video really quick, and then we'll just have to come back and look whenever I come back to edit. But hopefully you guys are not seeing this as fuzzy as I am. On my side, it looks super clear, except for when I'm watching it on YouTube. It does look super fuzzy. Okay, so I'm proceeding forward, and I'm going to exit out of that. We're going to make this big again. Okay, so let me just keep going until hopefully nobody messes up. Okay, so let me see here. The next thing that we need, we did our ears. Let me come back over here. So we're going to turn carefully back over here. Let me go ahead and move these guys out of the way. We're going to come back to, design. So the next pieces that we want to do, let me do this glitter. Let me do this, and we're going to put it right here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 2. Oop, somehow I picked up an eyelash. Okay, so let me do this. Like I said, hopefully it's not coming in fuzzy. But if not, then maybe I'll try to do another one later when I do the other girls', and you guys can kind of see what I was doing. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4 by 2. All right, let me see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to kind of line this up on my mat and then trim around it. So I'm going to do that off camera so I'm not all shaking all over the place. So let me. All right, let's see. Oop, shaking my camera. Okay. So let me see here. So we have our glitter down the right way, and it's all on there. I'm going to reverse this little guy. So we're going to reverse it. And that's replicate, and that's probably why it's picking it all up. And that's fine. I'll have to figure out how to mirror that without doing that. So that's something I'll have to figure out later. So we're going to go ahead and bring this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that'll all cut in, and I hope nothing tries to cut out. Okay, so we're going to put it in here. We're doing our next piece. Oop, nope, it's trying to go in sideways. Let me back it back out. Okay. So now we hit, and it should still be on. So when you go to send, it should still be on heat transfer glitter. And then we're going to hit send and start. And I'm going to try to make sure it don't bump my picture this time. And I needed to do 2 of those. So let me actually now, let me see here. Let me do this. We're going to scoot it over to this side, and we're going to do it one more time because I forgot to duplicate that one. So all we got to do is, let me back it back out just to be safe. Push it back in and start. Hopefully I don't mess something up. So all I did was grab it and just bring it over and did it again. That way I know where it's at. And I don't recut on the same one. I keep forgetting I have to duplicate everything. Okay, so we're going to bring this out. And let's see if everything came out okay. For some reason, oh, like for some reason, I get it. I thought my cover sheet was gone. Okay, so here we go. And what I'm going to do, like I said before, I'm going to trim around the sides of it to make sure I don't waste in case I need to use it for little initials or polka dots or something. You never know. That'll be good enough. And then I'm going to weed it real quick. Oop. Make sure that one stays down. Let's see. There we go. And there is our 2 unicorn tops. So now we have those. And let's go to design. Let's move this one back out of the way. And let's see our next piece here. So I guess I did not color this one. I don't know what color I'm going to do that. Let me do the purple first, and I'm going to flip it. Flip, flip. Nope, I just did that. So there's that, and then let me flip it again. There's that one. Makes it easier. Okay, so we're going to erase that. Now, these ones are going to be plain vinyl. Iron on, obviously. These are going to be plain, whereas the other one, this is the piece that we're going to do glitter. So we'll do, well, let me actually, since we already have it on glitter, let me go back, actually. We're going to cut this piece and let me flip it. And those other, I need to remember the purple are already flipped. And let me do it one more time. Flip. And we're going to bring it up here and delete. So basically this video too as well is just kind of letting me learn a little bit more about how this video comes out for my internet access out here, whether it's going to be fuzzy, all the phone calls, everything. So basically this is also a test video for me because I want to start doing live videos. So we need 1, 2, 3 by 3. So we're going to need 3 by 3, and this is going to be that glitter mermaid color. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here and cut that really quick. I just, like I said, I really hope this is not coming in fuzzy. Okay, this is that really pretty mermaid color that we're using. Hopefully you guys can capture that with the right light. And we needed 3 by 3, so we're going to do that now. Come down here and kind of all over the place doing this. Hopefully you guys can hear me too. Okay, let me put this down. Because this right now, like one of the tests I want to do is I'm using my internet Wi-Fi, and I want to test to see if there's a difference. If I maybe next time I'll do it with just my phone Wi-Fi and see what the difference is going to be. All right, so I think everything seems okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to load this one. Load it up, and it's already on the glitter setting, so all we have to do is hit send and start, and I'll hold it, make sure it don't go there. And it's done, just like that, super fast. So I do like, I mean, it's really quick. So now let me weed this one really quick. So we are getting there, and I'm not going to worry about saving any of this one because it's, I think, 2 small pieces. Okay. I just see how pretty that glitter is. Hopefully you guys can see that. So there is our 2 pieces of hair. That's going to be our glitter hair. Now the rest of them are going to be regular iron-on. Okay, so now we're going to go back to design. We're going to pull these back off. I'm going to try to move everything to the right that I've already done, just so I can see here what we got going on. Move her over here. I've already done this one. Okay, so we've already flipped these, so I'm going to go with it first. So we've got our purple here. There we go. Make sure it's all in here really good. There we go. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, let's say 4 tall by 4 wide. So we need 4 by 4. Let me grab my purple. And now these are purple shirts. Let me grab the shirts just so we can compare what color purple to do. Okay. Let me show you guys really quick. So I purchased my shirts from Michael's when they do the 5 for 10 and then the 20% off. And I think they were $1.60, but this is the color purple. It's a heathered purple. So now I'm going to try to figure out which purple I'm going to use so that way it's not blending in. I may only have one of the plain purple. Let me see. No, I got 2 different purples, I think. Nope, I got 1. Okay, but this is light enough. Sorry, this is super long, guys, but like I said, this is the second live video. We're doing a test, and I'm hoping it's not fuzzy. This is the purple we're going to use for that, and it needs to be 4 by 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I need to start using rotary mat and have a designated rotary knife for that, and it would probably make it a lot easier. So we got 4 by 4. Let me go ahead and cut that down really quick. So I remember I'm just putting it on my mat. Let me kind of show you how I'm doing that again. So I'm just kind of putting the corner on the mat like that, and then I cut around it. Just looks on there. There we go. Let me move that out of my way. Oh, and I just did 3 by 3. Why must I do stuff like that? Maybe I can twist and turn these so they'll fit a little better. Let's see. Let me take this one. Maybe we can fit it on a 3 by 3. Nope, I don't even think it'd be. Nope, it wouldn't even be tall enough. I mean, I could get it. Maybe like that. Let me turn this one. We might be able to pull this off, so I don't have to cut it again. Let's see. Bring it up. I think I'll barely make it. We're gonna attempt it. Okay, here we go. just so I don't waste vinyl. So we're gonna pop it in here and load it. And this time, remember, we're going to go to, if you weren't here before, I do not use, because we already seen that it did not cut out right. So you're gonna, instead of heat transfer vinyl for regular vinyl, you're gonna come down to regular vinyl and choose matte, not the transfer one, because it's not thick enough. Oh, I know you got, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and end this video. Set orientation is locked. Let me set it back down. I'm going to go ahead and finish this video since I got another phone call in. Okay, nope. Actually, we can keep going. So that was just a hot mess. So let me try to finish this. I got another phone call in, but apparently it's on the same time. Okay, here we go, guys. This is a mess. But we're testing this out together to see if I can pull off a live video. So far, it's a mess. Now we're going to next and start. So let's see if there's enough space. It's on that 3x3. If you guys are just joining me, I don't know whether this is fuzzy or not. I tried to look from my side and it appears so. I cannot see your messages. I don't really even know how many people are watching this. If there's any, actually, yes, it does tell me. There is one. So we're just kind of learning together. So let's see how fast that is. Okay, and if this video is like a hot mess, I'll just delete it and I'll record the thing not live. So far, I mean, what it is, it's my internet out here. So if it is fuzzy, my internet out here is not like, we don't run off of our own. Like, I pay a lot of money for my internet, but don't run off our own. It's like sucking out of a straw, they say. So like the whole neighborhood's using the same internet. Whereas like my brother-in-law in town, they're on their own basic type of thing. So people have, but I'm like, I want to be able to do live videos. So we're definitely have to figure out, maybe I'll be able to just use the internet off my phone and maybe it'll be better. So we're going to test it a couple times. So as you can see, it did cut off a little bit here. I'm not concerned once again, because it's just the shirt's for one day. So there is, there, that piece of hair. So now we're going to go back to design and I'm going to move these over. And, oh, nope, we're moving these to this side, pieces that are done. Now we're going to do, this is going to be a different color pink that I believe I have a brighter pink, because we already did the glitter one. Let's see. First of all, I need to flip this. So let me do that again. Flip it. And now I'll delete this one. And I already have this file saved, so it's no big deal, which I own the thing. So even if where I'm deleting this, it's no big deal. So let me do that. And that. So we're gonna need, I'm gonna do again. So wait, I might be, I don't want it to cut again. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4 again. Let's do 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4 by 4, but this time we'll for sure do 4 by 4. So on this piece is gonna be our pink. Let's see. I'm gonna do, let me see here, because let me see what that looks like. Oop. Or, because I got a couple different pinks here, so I'm trying to figure out whether I should do like a fuchsia pink or this lighter pink. Let me come look at this. I'm thinking about doing this lighter pink. I got 3 different pinks here, but I'm gonna try this one. All right. All I know is I'm making a hot mess. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna remember to do 4 by 4. We need to come down here. 4 by 4. And like I said, that's a little over, but it's fine because I keep getting my pieces cut off. And let's see. Let me cut this out. Okay. When I'm messing with iron on, I'm telling you, I'm so nervous of wasting any of it. I cannot stand it. Okay. So hopefully that piece will work out. Let's load it. And then we only got 2 more pieces to go. So here we go. Let's load this. And we have it on the same settings. So we're just going to send. And it should be, let me double check material just to be safe. And send. There we go. And then we've only got 2 more. Of course, it keeps getting stuck on my picture. I need to do that. Hopefully that did not mess up. Okay. Nope, fine. Okay, this one did perfectly, cut out perfect. So as long as I make sure, and I'm not going to attempt to save any of this because as well, I don't think there's enough to save. I'm going to once again kind of grab it here. And, whoop, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to I just want to say, whoever has stuck around with me this entire video, thank you so much for being here. I wish I could be there to see what you're saying and tell me whether it is working right or not, but that's okay. I know you're telling me in spirit. Okay, so here we go. So we have 2 more pieces. And so let's see the next. Let me go back to design and move these over. I'm going to grab them both. Okay, and I'm getting low battery as well, so let me close out of that. So my battery's going to die as well, but we only got 2 more pieces to go. So let's go ahead and do the silver. I'm going to flip it, click it again, flip it again, and delete this one. So I'm going to kind of maneuver these just a little bit. So there's that. There is, oop, there's that. So maybe I'll tilt that back just a little bit. Okay, let's see. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 4 by 3 by 4. So that's what we're going to do. And this one is the gray. So I have a really shiny gray. Okay, let me show you that really quick. I don't know if I showed you that pink there first. This is my really pretty silver. So we're going to use this one. And it's going to be, once again, 1, 2, 3. Wait, let me see. Maybe I only need to do 3 by 3. Wait, let me recalculate this. If we scooted this over just a little bit. Yep, we could do 3 by 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 by 3. So we're going to do 3 by 3. Which then again, I have a feeling that it's going to cut a piece off when I do that. But we're going to try it again. So 3 by 3, so I don't waste so much. Oop, nope. Let me come down here. Okay. Now let's see. Let me cut this out. All right, there we go. And hopefully that don't need to be, here we go. So everything is the same material, so we're gonna be ready to just send it. I'm gonna load it and hit send. I'm gonna put my pin here so it'll quit going underneath that. All right, and then we're gonna load it. And it just cut off just a tiny, tiny bit doing it that way, but once again, no big deal. For some reason, see how much it goes over? So it goes over this way so much. So it's like going that way. So it's like I need to bring it back that way a little bit because it's kind of confusing where your lines are. So I'll have to figure that out. It's either that or maybe it needs to be calibrated. Not sure. So let me do this one here. And there's that. So there's our other 2 pieces of hair. So that's going to be kind of underneath. And we only have one more to go. And then we're going to finish this video and I'll come back and try to do a live. I'll charge my battery, try to come back and do a live of the iron-on of this process. All right, we're going to go back to design. Last piece. Whoop. Grab this little guy. And let's go ahead and duplicate it. Duplicate. And duplicate. We're going to delete this one. Bring this one. And I'm going to go ahead and turn these as well. Like that. I'm going to bring it over this way just a little bit since it's crazy. And we're going to turn this one like this. And there we go. So I'm going to do a 3x3. I'm going to scoop both of these kind of to the center. There. I'm just going to do a 3x3 just so we don't cut anything else off since this is a side piece. Okay. So let's see. That one's going to be kind of like a teal looking color. Let me see what I have for my plain colors here. I may not have. Well, actually we'll do. I got it. We're going to actually do like a baby blue color for that one. I think that'll be perfect. Okay, once again, we are doing 3x3. So we're going to cut this off. And so far this video is an hour long. Okay, and then let me go ahead and this down. Okay. Hopefully that should be fine. Okay. Last piece. We're going to go ahead and cut this and then we'll end this video and I'll come back, see how this live video turned out, and we'll try to do the next part. And I'm going to try to maybe do it with my internet off my phone. So we can just test this out so we can start doing lives. And we're ready to go. So we're going to go to send. Wait. Did I flip these backwards? Does anybody know? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, because that should be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I flipped it. Isn't that funny? Like, I don't remember, but you probably do. Okay, so we're going to go to send. And obviously, if there's 2, I did. And then we're going to go to send. There. Once again, I'll put my pin here on my picture so I don't go underneath. Okay, so we're going to unload it. And let's beat this one, and we're going to end it. So here we go. So far with this video, we got 2 phone calls, 2 or 3 phone calls, and I'm not going to save any of that. 2 or 3 phone calls. I think it's fuzzy. And it was a hot mess. It didn't cut one of the pieces. We had to change our settings. So there's our color. So let me kind of show you really quick. I'm going to use, let's see. Oh, I know what I'm going to use. Let me show you a cool trick. Let me go grab it. Okay. I wanted to show this tip for anybody if you're still watching or if anybody is going to watch this. This Cricut heat, I don't know, I can't think of it. The Cricut heat mat for the iron, I purchased it off of Cricut, and they have them for like $4 and something. Plus use like Anti-Tay, a promo code, and if you have access, you'll get it super cheap. So this is actually supposed to be for our iron press, but what I'm going to use it for is when I'm designing pieces like this, I can stick it all on here because it'll peel right back off. So let me show you. Let me stick it all on here, and then I'll show you the final product, and then we'll be done. So let's see here. We have, hopefully nobody else calls during this time. Okay, I'm going to have to cut these apart too, by the way. Let's see. I'm going to lay my eyes down. So I'll kind of show you as I go along here. So I'm going to lay my eyes on there. Then my next piece would be, what I'm going to do so I can see this, I'm going to go to library. Whoop, library. So hopefully my phone don't die. So there's our pieces there. Then we would take our ears. Let me cut those out really quick. Like I said, hopefully nobody calls during this so we don't mess this up. Nobody call. Next time I'm going to try to put it on airplane mode since I am using my Wi-Fi. Oop, sorry guys, I'm bouncing you around. Okay, so let me put my little ears in here. So like I said, I am using that little Cricut iron mat. And you can use a Teflon sheet. So there's that part. That way as you go for your iron, you can know what needs to go down first, stuff like that. So our next piece is, let's see, I want to say, let me see. Let me go to store. Maybe I still have it. Oop, nope. Trying to click on everything. There we go. That way I have it bigger. So now we have that curl piece with the little flare up. So maybe this. Okay, I think I got it figured out. It's kind of confusing, guys. And I actually think my gray piece, my silver, needs to go underneath it. So let me actually figure that out. So it's so confusing. So it's actually going to be that little piece we just did last, I think. Let me do that one first. So confusing. Okay, so it's going to actually be, where's my hair? Something like this. I'm trying to do this off camera. Let's see if I can't maybe get it in here. Let me do this. Let me move my, whoop. We're going to try something here. Let me move this out of my way. And I can kind of look from down here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring you down a notch so nobody gets sick and hopefully my camera don't fall over. I'm going to bring it down here. Bring it back. Everybody stay in place. Don't get sick. All right. Now maybe I can set this down here. Whoop. Nope. We're okay, everybody. Here we go. Okay. So hopefully this can, maybe I can, let me carefully pick this back up again. We're going to do something like this. There we go. That way you guys can kind of see. Okay. Sorry. We're learning together. Let me move that over a little bit. All right. Now, let's do, oh, nope, that wants to turn wherever it wants to go. There. That's good enough. Okay, so we know this piece is going to go here. Okay, because you're going to have your, I don't know how far. I want to say it goes up a little bit more. But still, I really don't know how that would work out. Let me bring it up just a little bit more. This video is super long, but we're already here, so we might as well just keep going. So I think we're going to be somewhere up here like so. That's weird. I don't know how that crown's going to, we'll have to figure that out in a minute. Okay, so say that piece goes there, and then the next piece that we're going to have is the silver, I believe. I think it's going to be the silver. We are going to, actually, no, it's not. It's going to be the one that flips. It's going to be, nope, that is the one we just did. No, we just did. Hold on. Because we have two like that. What other color did I do? I am so beyond confused. Let's see here. We're going to attempt something. Okay. So let me pick this one back up. Because I actually think this pink one's going to go below it. Okay. So I think this one's actually going to go below it, and it's going to come down to right about here. We can kind of adjust this here in a minute. What probably happened when I held this together is I bet you it cut the hair too big. Too big for her little body. We're going to find out here in a minute. Hmm. I don't know. That may be, nope. Fine. Anyways, we're going to figure this out. So basically, let's just say that it's that, and then let's say that it is something like this. We're just going to figure this out. And then let's say that it is a piece. It's going to cover it like this. And then you have your side piece here. Somehow it goes like this. We're just testing something. And then I'll have to come back and figure out exactly. I want to say I bet you anything the hair is bigger since I like made it bigger all at one time. But that's what we would do with Cricut. So I'm really kind of confused. This is the first time I've kind of done this layering. All right. So say that it was like that. Let's just say. And then our unicorn here would kind of go like that. So I had to come back and figure out what's going on with the hair exactly. I may have to trim it down because something obviously happened. I'll figure it out. And then I'll show you when we come back to iron on. But something like that, that way you can kind of figure out what's going on, how's it going. But obviously that's wrong. It's all over the place. So I just wanted to show you though, but you can use this mat because as you see, you kind of stick it down and then you can just pull them right back off. That way you can use it to adjust all your pieces. And that's what I'm going to be using mine for. I haven't used it with my easypress yet. I definitely will do a video on that though. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to back, see if this is super fuzzy. If it is, I'm just deleting it. Nobody will ever know. Basically, I'm saying this except for you watching. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right here though. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and I will see you on the next one.